love me, what? There you go. You keep my commandments. This is not goosey-feely stuff. That is life-threatening, I will kill you love. Because why? I'm not going to let you determine the future or what the world should be like. I've determined that. I've determined to bring you into the world. I'm sustaining you. I have ordered what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to do it. Now, you can get in alignment or your destination is going to be separate from an eternity with me. Eternal living is now. You got to live this out now. Well, my husband just don't say the right things to me. Pray the devil out of him then. But maybe the things that you want aren't the things that God wants. Maybe you need a stern husband that don't give you everything you want because you're still fleshly. You've followed the American messaging about your husband's supposed to make you happy. Your husband's supposed to make you holy. Holiness has directives, requirements to it. It has limitations to it. So the Bible I'm going to do, Consecration Bible, is a Bible that says you're saved from hell, but you're living underneath the level of your birthright. So let me say it another way. You're saved from hell, but you still live like the devil. What do you mean? You borrow when you get broke. Look at this. You complain when you don't get your way. You talk out of your emotions rather than out of your revelation. You can heal your emotions if you get closer to God. I mean, He made you, and you blame your wife or you blame your husband. Knucklehead, stop it. You're not close to God. He's the Lord, He's your healer, Jehovah Rapha. Now, I've talked to, I'm going too far in it, but I talked to my woman about psychobabble. This is a non-psychobabble relationship. Well, I don't understand it the way you understand it. I don't say it the way you say it. Okay, psychobabble, no psychobabble. Truth is fixed, uniform, and universal. You don't have to say it the right way, but it needs to have the same meaning. You need to mean the same thing, because why? God doesn't have but one meaning to His word. And get that psychobabble out. Get it out. That's me. That's how it is. My wife had trouble with me with that. She was very emotional. She was a good woman, but she was emotional. Will God judge me adversely for how I'm treating you, woman? That's where you got to go with it. You can't say, well, I don't think you're treating me right. No, am I ungodly? Will God say I'm treating you right? That's where you got to go with it. So if I'm not being godly to you, then you can go to God about me. But if it's just you, you don't have God on your side with it. He's on my side. He's about to slap you. God will hit a woman. See, you don't believe in this, what do you call it, when a man hits a woman? Thy maker is our what? Thy husband. Doesn't God judge His church, His woman? Got to slap you in your face. God does hit women. I'm just going to say it right now. Knock the devil out of you right now. I got to go. Just saying. 1 Kings 19. Now this chapter, I got to give you this whole chapter because this chapter is about being called of God, but living underneath the standard, and God had to correct them. And I think I can locate numbers of you in this process of God dealing with Elijah. Now look at verse 1. Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. So Elijah becomes God's weapon against evil and religion. Slayed those false prophets. And today, I had a false prophet, a guy who was a Muslim, say we believe in the same God, and we should be unified. No, we don't. And that same God, you got to go. You don't go by way of Muhammad. No, it's not but one God. He comes through Jesus Christ. It's not close. I mean, I can go there with you. I can go there with you in a lot of ways. I can go there with you with the Mormons. There's one presiding bishop that says we got to get close to the Mormons because they got a lot of money. That man is about to get, he's the woman. If he's really saved, God's about to slap the devil out of him. This is the prelate that said it. Some of you know who I'm talking about. You get close to the Mormons, you mean the angel Moroni Joseph Smith? You say he's not, they don't choose Jesus as the only way to the Father? The Bible. Throw the Bible away then. Give me the book you believe. They got a Book of Mormons, go read it. That's what you want to go by. See, there are people that are so non-devout, don't read the Bible. This guy, Derek Prince, who consecrated our ministry, FYC, he says, when I read the Bible, he was an intellectual. So he knew, understood philosophy and all the great philosophers of the past. And he felt like, you know, Christians were narrow. So he understood Greek and Hebrew, so he started reading the Bible in the original language because he was intellectual. And this is what he concluded. I felt like when I was reading the Bible was reading me. I was trying to understand it, but it was locating where I really was. And when I looked at myself the way that book was describing me, he said the only thing necessary was me to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And he becomes a biblical apologist and affected the whole world for the rest of his life. He talked monotone. I used to listen to him and read his books. I'm thinking, this guy's like got a British accent, which to me is like almost, okay, this is almost. It's just, this is where it was. I still had some ghetto in me. They sounded like girlish. He like, you know, he sounded too proper. They do their lips funny. I didn't like that. I was ghetto. I didn't like that. You look like you a man and you talk like a girl. I didn't like that. And this guy was like, kind of like that. But his revelation was like, look here. My God, look here. Man, I could almost break down now over this man's insight. This was insight. You had to get it from God to get that level of insight. It drove me to the prayer closet. It drove me to devotion. It drove me to fasting. It drove me to be willing to build up a ministry from scratch and not follow anybody else who would credential me. Now, I can say this, I'm uncredentialed by anybody else. I'm not bragging about it. So Derek Prince, he did consecrate our ministry. I found, and then the one time his wife spoke, he married these women, like his first wife was like 25 years older than he is. Like, you know, so he couldn't have natural children, so they adopted like 9 children. And then she died on him because she was old. And so then he married another woman old. And the first time that woman ever spoke was with us at our church in Richmond, Virginia, because we got him to come there, you know, to do marriage things and then to consecrate our FOIC, because that was the devotional level that I wanted. And by the grace of God, I stayed in it. I'm not perfect at it, but I want to go on record as saying, don't do nonsense. I don't do it. So bless you. Look, be encouraged. For the joy of the Lord is your strength, is my prayer for you. God bless.